In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can create this simple kinetic typography inspired by Pixrate. This kinetic type animation is very simple and you can achieve it less than 5 minutes. As always, a huge shout out to Pixrate for his amazing works. Don't forget to check out his Instagram. Now, let's take a moment and talk about this upcoming Black Friday. Folks over AEJuice are having the greatest discount of all time. They have put 98% off on the I Want All bundles. The actual price worth around $8,500, which you can buy it only for $149. You will have access to 103 high quality packs which you can use for Adobe After Effects, Adobe Premiere Pro and DaVinci Resolve. Don't miss out this great opportunity and use my links down in the description to apply 98% discount and buy it today. Now let's start with the video. Alright, so here we are inside of Adobe After Effects and now let's begin. Now this time, for the sake of saving time, I have already designed the text and we have it in here. So as you see, we'll have it's fine in here and not also on top of it. So on the first step, what we need to do is that we need to create a sort of stretching animation. Well, to do that, what I'm going to do is that I'm just gonna select these keyframes and I'm gonna use the crazy shapes to set some path keys. And then I'm just gonna go towards 1 second. And then on 1 second, what I'm going to do is that I'm just gonna select the fine outlines and I'm gonna press Ctrl+T to select the borders. I'm gonna set the anchor point on down and I'm gonna just stretch it around here. Now also I'm just gonna push it to bottom like this, and then I'm just gonna select the its layer and then I'm just gonna set the anchor point on top and then I'm just gonna stretch it like this. So this will be our first animation, and when the animation reaches at 1 second, what we need to do is that we need to select the knot layer and I'm just gonna set it like this. So, and I need to do the reverse thing, so I'm just gonna reverse the keyframes and let's also push it in middle, so we'll have something like this. And then we need to sort of fix these, and we are going to do them. All right, this is fine. And now let's loop the animation by copy and pasting the keyframes. Now what I'm going to do is that I'm just going to select all of the keyframes and in motion tools, I'm just going to set the easings to 80%. So this is exactly what we want. Now what I'm going to do is that I'm just going to create a new composition. I'm gonna call it main, and the width and height I'm gonna just set it on 9020 by 9020. The frame rate is 24 frames, which is good. And I'm gonna bring the text in here. Now on the next step, what we need to do is that we need to design our displacement map. So what I'm going to do is that I'm just gonna create a new solid layer and let's call it displacement, and I'm just gonna add the gradient ramp effect. And I'm gonna set the black color on here and the white one on here. And lastly, what we need to do is that we're gonna add the time displacement effect. And let's just set the displacement on the displacement map and let's change it to effects and masks. And let's increase the time resolution to, let's say 200. And let's just decrease the maximum displacement to 0.3, and this will be our animation, which is exactly what we want. So alright, so now it is time to sort of make a perfect loop. Well, to do that, I'm just gonna right click on 001 layer and in time I'm gonna select the enable time remapping and let's just apply in a standard loop. So now as you see, the animation stops at 2 seconds. So let's just set the first time indicator in here and let's just look for the best time that matches the beginning. So I think around here should be good. And we can also make a better texture for the edges by adding a fastbox blur effect. Let's set the blur to 5, and lastly we can add a curves effect, and by changing to the alpha channel we can push the black and white channel so we can get a sort of grungy texture for our design. And lastly what we can do is that we can add a background. And also I'm just going to use the AEJuice pack manager, and I'm just going to search for a texture. And I'm just going to apply a film texture in here. And let's just change its mode on overlay so we can have something like this. Alright, here we are at the end of this video, and I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave out a like and subscribe to the channel, as it would help me out a lot for the future content. Thank you so much. Goodbye.